listen. Alright, tweaking. How we doing? What's the vibes like? The vibes is like. First of all, if anybody trying to like play the Ninja Turtle game, game is fire. But we came here to review this, you know.
It even says like roll out the red carpet. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it makes me feel special. It makes me feel so special.
If you're podcasting, creating video content, or recording online calls, then sign up to riverside.fm for free and use code EditingPodcast for 20% off.
And you can find that link in the description, and we'll see you back in the interview.
I've been doing YouTube for 7 years. And when I was trying to find editors, I was like, I'm just going to edit every single video. I can never find an editor. I've been through so many editors who couldn't take feedback and improve.
Practice makes perfect.
I'm not saying I'm just the editor or whatever, man. But when I was an editor, first thing I used to do was take some feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like people be acting like it's your work. I mean, it's not your work, bro. You just out here editing for somebody else. So first lesson I learned was don't take it to heart when they tell you, yo, you gotta change this and this and this and that, and yada yada gotta do that.
Oof. I would get to the point where I'd be paying people a lot of money. They'd send me an edit that I can't even begin to give feedback on because there's so many things wrong. So I'll sit there and re-edit the entire video. It'll take me a longer time to re-edit the video than if I just edited it in the first place.
Edited it.
Yeah. So I did that for 2 or 3 years, and I was like, this is impossible. This is just impossible. I can't find anyone. But then I just got back to like, okay, let's just try a lot of people. Don't stick with one person who's not delivering for 6 months to a year, because that's not helping anyone. Kyle started as a Fiverr editor for like 40 or 80 bucks. I forgot what it was. The first edit, it like obviously wasn't all there, but he took feedback really well. And he improved really quickly. It was fun for me to like see him improve and then me to be like, oh, let's double rate, keep doubling it. So I think he felt, the wind in his sails too. So we just had a good kind of back and forth. It took, I would say, oh, let's double rate, keep doubling it. So I think he felt, the wind at his sails too. So we just had a good kind of back and forth. It took, I would say, a solid year to now get to the point where we are, where if I give him a proper YouTube video, he can take it from 0 to 100. When the guy before him, he started, like, the fee that he gave me was so high. But I was like, okay, let's try it, because it seems like you're legit. So we started basically at, like, my highest pay grade that I would pay an editor. Video after video, he wasn't getting better. His attitude wasn't an attitude of like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'll improve upon that in the next video. What he's giving me is worth like $100, because I can only use basically the A-roll that he cut down. I can't use anything else, You can't really decrease someone's pay. He wasn't showing initiative, he wasn't changing, he just kept giving me the same thing every time. So when Kyle came around, it was easy to see, even though he wasn't delivering exactly what I needed in the beginning, he was improving every single time.
So what I'm hearing is attitude is literally everything.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's absolutely everything.
And the willingness to improve.
You said that as he was improving, you were doubling his rate.
Yeah.
So that's really something that's fascinating that I feel like a lot of creators probably maybe don't do.
Yeah, and that's because I want to keep them, and I want to keep them stoked, Like, I feel like if you find someone good at $80 an edit, you shouldn't keep it at $80 an edit,
Oh, it's cheap. Yeah, no. Yeah. It's like pay for the value.
Exactly. And it's fun as a person on the other side, because I've had so many terrible experiences with freelancers. It is so fun to be like, you're crushing it, more money, here.
You're rewarding improvement.
Exactly.
Like, hey, you're getting better, here's some more money. But then part of the process is actually working with someone and working with them over time to get to that sort of similar mindset, a creative mindset that you have. We call it the editing language.
Yeah, because when you guys asked me on the phone call, what's your editing language or whatever, I was like, wait, what?
It's our lingo.
It's like a modernization of the word style.
Yeah, your style, because I'm not organized, so I don't have that beautiful Notion sheet that is like, this is how I edit and do things. It also required someone to come in and me be like, hey, here's my YouTube channel, watch this type of video, and that, and just figure it out.
I don't think that works though.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I took the time to really, with every edit, be like, this video is this type of video, here's an example. And I would, like, on Slack, do...
Yo, we need to watch the type of videos that exist. This is just... Because I need to break shit down to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. Got Donnie doing his thing. I'm about to light a Donnie.
With every edit, be like,
Look, bro, there's product videos. I suck at those. I'm getting better. There's lifetime videos. Those I'm the man at. Tutorials, well, I'm better enough than not. I'm out here. We working on it. So product lifetime tutorials.
this video is this type of video. Here's an example.
Then
And I would like on
there's
Slack.
industry talk. Talking head videos. And the other one, I read mad slow, so if you ain't catch it, you ain't catch it.
Do like 5 paragraphs.
Let's see an example. If there is some sort of, I saw you react that you just get like a really bad email.
Yeah. Yeah.
A brand new little fell through.
I know. So it's basically like all the footage stuff for the Hummer EV video should be pretty explainable in between the Notion video page that lays out the first half of the video along with the A-roll segment. So sometimes for videos too that are more scripted out, I'll have it all scripted out in Notion, and with like red text will be my editing notes. You can take some creative freedom on what you leave in and out because I talked about the same thing many times in A-roll and GoPro and want you to use the best take and edit. That's something that took us a minute to get there, but I think that's so powerful for video editors. This iPhone has a 40 megapixel sensor. You don't need that information in an edit 4 different times. You want the shot that is the most entertaining or powerful or the most informational.
You're giving him options.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
The iPhone footage and GoPro shots were confusing in the project, so I laid them all out chronologically in the timeline and cut the fat in some places so you can just start cutting. I don't want to use his time to sit there for 4 hours trying to find individual things. So because I filmed that and because I lived it, sometimes I'll actually take the front end of the project so he can spend most of his valuable time like with the actual edit.
That's a great gesture because to an extent you're respecting his time.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I know this is a problem. I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm gonna help you as well.
Yeah.
I said it with trauma with my.
So I think it's kind of like a give and take because I know it will take me a shorter amount of time because I filmed it. So that's when I'll step in. And so he's almost now adding to it. It's no longer just me being like telling him everything. I would never sit there and cut out the background and shoot me over to, like a Photoshop background for comedic effect. So now he's adding more YouTube-y stuff. It's kind of fun for me because I get to say like, hey, I really like what you're doing here. I would have never thought to do that, but that fits really well as a YouTube video. Keep doing that.
You mentioned a Notion document as well. Was that kind of like your script, and then you kind of also did pre-edits in that script as well?
Yeah, so it changes edit to edit. This is what I need to work on is kind of standardizing what my YouTube channel is because every edit, I'm almost going back to the whiteboard, which is very frustrating. But if I plan it out more, usually that sets up Kyle up for more success. That Hummer EV video, I did use the car and then I scripted my A-roll, right? The tech videos that I hate the most and don't get good views, they're frustrating, I have to re-edit them like a bajillion times, are when I make the video as I go. I've been so used to that process because if you film and edit everything, you can just figure it out in post, fix it in post, right? That's what we like to say. But when you're working with other people, you can't do that. So I'm trying to get more organized where if I have a talking head, part, I will script a lot of it out in Notion and add editing notes, and then all of the extra stuff I'll just throw in a Slack message.
So there is a learning process there, whereas like if you are the editor to your own content, you can create the problems for yourself. But that is kind of irresponsible if you make those problems for someone else.
Exactly. And that's the past year has been my life of minimizing this.
Yeah.
For me, I've had to learn how to get better at just giving feedback, and because I would be over understanding where I'll be like, oh, you did this wrong, but it's fine, I'm just gonna fix it. And then I'll go on the computer for 6 hours and I'm re-editing the entire video. And that's not good for me or them, because then they're not learning.
So I have weekly YouTube videos going out.
Yeah.
And I'll usually film on Monday and they'll come out on Friday. And it's literally every Thursday night I'm like still giving feedback to my editor. It's interesting because she does have different editing software than me. So I don't even have the ability to So I can't even I can't touch it. So I have to be able to give that feedback to get it exactly how I want. And so that's been like such, it's been a great learning process for me, honestly.
So we have a few editors on this team now as well, and they'll send us a version of the podcast or a version of the intro.
Yeah.
But then part of it is for me of like, yeah, I can look at this video in like 2-3 days.
And then you never do it.
And then I never do.
And if you just sent the feedback on that same day, it would have been done.
So I suck.
No, but I understand that. I understand.
Yeah.
I'll still to this day do it to Kyle. I'll be like, okay, this is the video. Can you just cut down the A-roll? Because I'm really excited about the B-roll that I shot. I'm going to go in there and do all this. And, he'll send it. And a week will pass and I'll get busy with shooting another video. And I'll be like, if I just looked at this entire video, it would have been done by now.
This breaks my heart. That is a very good truth.
A lot of times, Kyle will get it 80 or 90% there, and I know exactly the pieces to tweak to make it more of a Sarapichi video.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's way quicker for me to just go in there and move those Lego blocks.
Yeah.
And other times, since it's easy, I'll just kind of
I was working on the Mr. Beast's blind video. I was still learning the Mr. Beast editing language. And so my version was 12 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then Jimmy was like, okay, watch this. Here's how you get it down to 8 minutes.
Interesting. Yeah, because a lot of so when I watched that video, my first thought actually was like, oh, I could watch more of this. Why wasn't this like a 15-minute video? But that's the whole point of it, I guess, a Mr. Beast video is, oh, I want more, right? And you feel excited at the end of the video.
Big lesson for me on top of that was I was just struggling to try to get it down to 8 minutes. But then also, I have a direct communication with the Mr. Beast editing team, and then started asking the question, hey, what is the Mr. Beast editing language? And so it then became a collaboration experience where actually they started helping me on that edit. And so I had my full version, and then they were then able to get that down to 8 minutes to a far more optimized, efficient version. And in terms of Kyle's case, it was okay. I've done as much as I think I can. I've got to 78% now. You then did that final pass. He then watches that new version and goes,
and he knows
That's
exactly
what I missed.
Exactly.
I had that exact experience. Yeah, you're right. I missed that. And it's kind of like, why did I do that?
Yeah, no.
And now I understand the Mr. Beast editing language more because I got 7% now. They quit that last 7%. Very early on in the process, I asked him, what do you want to do? And he says, I want to be mind blown. And then that was the word that stuck with me the most. And so every cut I started working towards is, will this blow everyone's minds? Will this blow Jim's mind? Will this blow audience's minds? And then just kept on, and then that informed my edits a lot, simply because I asked that question. I understood what he wanted straight away.
So, let me ask that question. What is it like coming from Jimmy? Does he send a paragraph, or do you just get on a phone and he's like, I want this, and that, do it? What is that like?
I'm a slight exception to the rule because I've managed to develop a good amount of trust with Jimmy, where in the same sense when I trust Daniel, our intro editor, more than I trust myself, Jimmy trusted me more in that sense, hey, I know you could probably do this better, so off you go. But I still asked those questions. They had a story producer, they had hundreds of pages of documents that kind of detailed everything that was shot, and so I was able to find things.
Hundreds of? So what would you just do Control F and find if you needed someone crying?
Yeah.
Then you could find that through this document?
They had a really interesting process where I had assistant editors who went through all of the selects, and they did describe, here's what happened in the selects of the text box, and I was able to search. Okay, I needed someone crying. So in my case, it was okay, this is an emotional beat. I think I need a reaction of someone crying. I searched that word, and I had that select right there.
Awesome. Oh, that's cool.
But I think on top of it, I was front-loaded with information that helped inform me to know what to do sooner. Mm-hmm. Rather than, there she is.
If there's any Peachy fam here, they know that this is my dream, to have a podcasting cat.
This is our podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah. Big jump. There we
Nice.
go. Well done.
Parkour.
But like I said, it was because I asked the question straight away. What do you want to feel? Mind blown, and it just really helped inform me of my choices. I still sometimes do the final pass of these podcast edits, just trimming down a little bit more. But if I could communicate better with our editor, Tyson,
Oh, that's cool.
but I think on top of it, it is what happened on the selects as a text box, and I was able to search. okay, I needed someone crying. So in my case, it was like, okay, this is an emotional beat. I think I need a reaction from someone crying. I searched that word and I had that select right there.
Awesome. Oh, that's cool.
But then on top of it, I was uploaded with information that helped inform me to know what to do soon. Rather than
If there's any Peachy fan here, they know that this is like my dream to have a podcasting hat.
this is our podcast.
Yep.
Podcast.
Yeah, big jump. There
Nice.
we go. Well done.
Parkour.
But like I said, it was because I asked the question straight away. Like, what do you want to feel? Mind blown, and it just really helped inform me of my choices. I still sometimes do the final parts of these podcast edits, like just trimming down a little bit more. But if I could communicate better with our editor Tyson on here's how you can spot these little trims.
You have to decide what is the non-negotiable and let everything else fall to the side. Like with my YouTube channel, there are certain videos that are very personal to me. And so those are the videos that I will just edit from start to finish, and I'll give myself that. But everything else, I'm like, Sarah, you do not need to edit this like Hummer EV review. This is not your, what's it called, your magnum opus or whatever. You know, you have almost a decade of work on your YouTube channel that is 100% you. Like, don't let your pride get in the way of like moving forward in life and in your career, because
These hard truths.
yes. Well, because you know, then that frees up time for me to get a cooler shot. You know, I have the new Rivian SUV, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna edit this, but it frees me up to be like, what are some cooler shots that I can get that makes the video better and different? You just have to pick and choose. You can't have it all.
Yeah, I really enjoy some of the aspects of the editing production, and especially in the post-production, it's something that's fucking great.
But if you enjoy it,
Yes.
then do it.
Yes.
And don't feel guilty about it. If you enjoy it, then mind it.
But yeah, like for example, our Euphoria intro on our podcast, like, that was something pretty good stuff. The last was going in, I really want to do that intro, because those are really passionate about it. But on top of this, this was a really heartbreaking moment. It also was to be fucking smear. And we wrote a really great intro for them, and I'm so sensitive. We have those intros, like Daniel, he also goes by Dolphin. That's me doing this. And I would love to do this, but I actually trust me more than I do myself. And so it broke my heart, but I gave it to him.
But that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he crushed it, right?
Well, he's still listening it right now, but I 100% know he's doing it.
Yeah.
Yep, he did crush it.
That is such a great joy for me when I find someone who specializes in something and they can just take that and crush it. Because I've been through so much like heartbreak with trying to hire someone and then just miserably fail. And so now, if someone just comes along and one does it, I'm like, amazing, let me pay you more. But then if you like that's like a whole nother story. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, do more.
Yeah.
So I'm actually pretty good with that, where if someone delivers, I'm okay. I'm like,
How can you stay?
yeah, how can we work more and do more? And I have this project over here, how about you do this? Right?
Yeah, I think that is probably the secret of it. It is, to an extent, trial and error with multiple
Yes.
people. And
So, my fault if this is too loud, man. I'm just cool. But it's very important to talk about right here.
over time, you stumble upon the person that
More and do more. And so now, if someone just comes along and one does their job, I'm like, amazing, let me pay you more. But then if you like over deliver, that's like a whole nother story. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, do more.
Yeah.
So I'm actually pretty good with that, where if someone delivers, I'm okay. I'm like,
how can you stay?
yeah, how can we work more and do more? And I have this project over here, how about you do this, right?
Yeah, I think that is probably the secret of it. It is to an extent trial and error with multiple
Yes.
people until over time you stumble upon the person that has that
It's
organic,
like more.
natural fit.
You just have to like hire more and
answers
hire
about
more.
what Shredder's up to.
We need to have a serious conversation. I need you to stop spending your entire day looking for music that actually isn't even that good.
The track club is actually full of that. Their entire library is banger after banger and mash.
We also know that audio is essential for creating an emotional world for your audience. This is why beyond having great music, TrackClub has Mix Lab, which allows you to use stems to customize it to your situation.
For example, there's a documentary song that I really liked that sounded hopeful. But if I soloed the vocals, that sounds scary. Or I just use the mallet to create a loop. Track Club makes it very simple. Paste your channel's URL to Track Club, opt your uncle, videos will be there automatically.
His name's Dave.
Guess what? They're offering your first just like a subscription. You know, 3 months of Track Club today.
You said that you started out without any shooting, without any camera. Where'd you get your footage? How did you start with the whole story?
So my dad was kind of into photos and things. You know, I have a lot of fun clips as a kid just with his, you know, VX camera. So he was always into that, but he never used it a ton. So he had a Canon T3i that I would use with a kit lens. And I would get to the point where I had enough to edit a little bit, or I would use other people's footage. I mean, school projects, I would do music, rap videos, every single history project, economics project. I somehow coaxed my teachers into like doing a music rap video for the project instead of a report. So still to this day, on my channel, you can go and watch a music video called The Law of Supply and Demand. And it's me and my friends making a rap to a Nicki Minaj music video. And I filmed it and edited it. So I just, for some reason, I had the editing bug early. Just video editing was always my expression towards the world. So I played basketball, and there was a teacher versus basketball. And the teachers were physically like running us over. It was a crazy game, and my mom was filming the whole thing. So my way to get that anger out, like, what is up with these 40-year-olds like plowing us over on the basketball court with 7th graders and 8th graders? I sat up all night editing a video that showed every single time they like fouled us or like did something wrong. Everything I did was make a video about this.
So it's almost like your way of journaling.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah. Any project, anything I wanted to like get out in the world, and you know, I didn't film that footage. I would just take it and like put text over and zoom in, and you know, so yeah.
That was your personal expression. That's one of the things I think we enjoy in most ways. There is that emotional catharsis. I've had like emotional breakthroughs just from letting it out.
Yeah. Well, and because it puts order to your world. So that's what I love, is you take all of this footage that is so chaotic and so everywhere, and a light bulb goes off, and you're like, oh, this is the beginning, middle, and end. And you sort it out, and you see it come together. And there's like nothing better than just having an edit come together. You know, like sometimes I'll be in, you know, Premiere Resolve, and I'll just be like, I'm a genius. You know, like, oh my god. And when people watch it, they're like, oh yeah, this is good. But you're like, you don't understand what I did. This angle didn't work out. I took this clip from this other time and put it over here. You know, I just edited my own wedding video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, people don't even understand what I had to do for this cut to make it, you know, seem like it was nothing. And also in the beginning days, I was really into music.
Yeah.
So my band needed a music video. So I would do that. Everyone needed videos, and yeah, I'll edit it.
I always do love those stories. So what was probably that most challenging video ever that is invisible for everyone else?
Yes, because good design is invisible,
Yeah.
right? So good video edits are invisible. Well, my most recent one, I would have to say, is my wedding edit, because we only planned it in a month, and we did it in France, and we did it very last minute. The money that we spent was more on travel and stuff, so I only hired one videographer who actually helps me edit. Shout out to Kyle. We hired a really good photographer, but video, surprisingly, was like in the back of my mind. I did, because I was like, if I have good photos, that's all that matters. It was only one person, and I just threw 3 or 4 cameras at him. I was like, I'm sorry, Kyle, but figure it out. And he did a great job, but only having one person shoot it, you know, I definitely had to do some finagling and edit, and it turned out really good. So that was probably the recent one, but my first one would probably be, honestly, some of my school projects, just the music videos I would make. You know, discovering things like, I don't know if you guys used a ton of film burns back in the day.
Oh,
You did
yeah,
weddings
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But just like fun stuff like that. Like, okay, telling the story, but aesthetically, how can I make this cooler? Every new edit, you discover something new. And so I don't think it's harder for me to probably pinpoint one video in the beginning, but I think just all the music videos, I had the most growth.
I resonated with the film burns moment because I had that phase.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like a 2012 to 2015 phase, but we're all doing film burns. 'Cause I think it was a really good crutch to make it aesthetically pleasing. Thank you. Like, if you want to do transitions to the next scene, I put in a film burn and things like that. I think I had a channel called What's Good London. It was just film burns every single cut. It was like
Film
overwhelming.
burns
It was like
everywhere.
we should have put epilepsy warnings.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You start off being as an editor, and just like slowly and organically, you found yourself also now being a creator as well as the person being in the front of the camera, person probably doing like producing, some maybe a bit of directing. I think is it your
Leatherhead still lurking
John,
around.
yeah.
I mean, John's also helping out with the production as well. You're doing all of the operation, but what that could then end up doing is minimizing the time for you to be essentially editing.
That's been the biggest challenge. And what's funny is, so John, my husband, he's a YouTuber as well. So our worlds have actually stayed very separate for a very long time. And you know, if we're like out vlogging, we'll help each other. But usually, since he does skateboarding and I do kind of tech and creativity, our stuff is usually pretty separate. But this past month, we actually did an experiment where I'm like, hey, I'll give you a cut of brand deals if you just help me. It actually was really great. It helped me a ton. But for him, he's like, I'm sorry. Like, I still have that itch to do my own thing. It's great, but we were completely opposite. Let's just go back to hubby and wife and call it a day. So that was a fun recent experiment. When you YouTube, you do have to have all these different talents, but video editing, that was the biggest thing that I had to let go of because, you know, it'll take me 10 to 14 hours for a solid YouTube edit. If it's a simple talking video, you know, I can get that done quicker, but now I'm focusing a little bit more on quality, less quantity. So those edits take easily 10 hours, you know. Now also that I'm kind of tired after video editing for 15 years, those edits now become longer because I'll sit there and procrastinate.
Yeah.
And so what I've learned is just having a video editor help me now will get me so much quicker to the final product, because even if they do a first cut, it's so much more less intimidating now for me to go in just with the A-roll cut and then just like figure out the story. I'm proud of stuff that still stands on its own today because a lot of my edits, you can see it's dated, whether it's film burns or color grade a certain way. I remember back in the day it was so cool to do everything faded. So you would do an S curve and you would take the blacks and shoot it up.
Yeah.
And then everything was just ugly and faded, and that aged terribly, you know?
But that looks great at the time, though.
At the time, yeah.
It was the aesthetic.
It was the aesthetic, right?
Yeah.
What are we doing now that we're gonna look back on? I can't believe I did that.
Aggressive subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like subtitles like motion blurring in, coming out your face, as like sometimes like one word at a time, you know, to get that retention.
I don't do that, but yes.
That's it. I feel like I'm calling it out. That's gonna be in 3-4 years when we look back at that and go, oh, why did we think that was good?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least on long form.
Yeah.
long form YouTube.
I'm comfortable with my like a good video being hundreds of thousands of views instead of millions of views to still be a little bit authentic to like what I want to take, if that makes sense. But those people of the world, they are doing YouTube editing at its best, and congrats, keep going, guys.
I wonder if we could charge the city for this service.
Great.
Yeah.
So I think in the same way that you have a lot of creators right now copying Mr. Beast, for us it was Casey Neistat, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like you can't be a Casey Neistat copycat and thrive because you're always going to be second best to Casey.
Yeah.
You're always going to be second best to Mr. Beast. You could be the best Mr. Beast copycat ever, but you're still second. So you have to incorporate your own style, your own way of storytelling, your own vibe in some way, because you're only going to be the best you. And so you have to take the time to figure that out. What I was copying in the beginning was like really cool Bonnaroo event recaps.
Yeah.
You know, I was obsessed with the recap. So whether it's a travel film or a wedding film, I'm like, how can I make intensive montage / you know, working in different A-rolls and emotional things to make you feel something. And that's what I was kind of copying, and that went into more docu-style things and naturally YouTube. So I think for people who are coming YouTube first, it's fine to start there.
Yeah.
But like you said, you have to figure it out on your own. You have to tweak things. You have to figure out what it is for you.
It's a reference point. Here's what's working now. Let me try to recreate that. But then use that as a foundation for you to start finding your own unique voice. I think in my case it was Edgar Wright and Guy Ritchie. I absolutely love those filmmakers. There was a point in my life where Scott Pilgrim versus the World was my personality.
Yes.
But then
I can see that. Yeah.
But then over time, but using that foundation, start finding out what it is that I like to do as a creative as well. But that's the scary part. I think the choice to try to find what works for me is scary. But then that kind of gives you that extra longevity towards that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we do see a lot of the mysteries copycat. I think the fundamental difference in attitude is you can steal like an artist, but you need to ensure you don't steal like a rip.
100%.
Yeah, I'm full master to start as a starting point, at least. Or even as an editor, so like for you, it was wedding, travel. That's a format, essentially, like a genre for me.
Yeah.
For me, I was actually copying the person in the show.
Yeah.
He was the first person to do a video that reacts to a music video. And I was like, that's amazing. I can talk about that. So let's try it.
I also think it's kind of getting too creative with inspirations and creating a hype. I think it's very transparent that we've taken inspiration from Colin and Samir. But then also on top of that, I think inspiration from Cordo Cruz effects breakdowns. And so we thought, okay, what happens if we put those two together? We just have editing breakdowns and talk about the editing economy.
I mean, that's exactly what being a creative is. Like, there is nothing original under the sun. I remember when, this is how naive I am with, like, actual narrative content, because I've been so obsessed with YouTube documentaries and things. When I watched La La Land for the first time, I think it was like 2016 or whatever, I literally was like, singing in a movie? I was like, what is, I didn't have the context that was every single movie in the 50s. It's like, Sound of Music exists, right? But when I watched that, I was like, oh my, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my life. This is life-changing. And then when my mom watched it, she was like, oh yeah, it's really good. It's like all the old school movies, back in the day. So it's like everything is a new twist on something that has been done before. If you want an example of like a culmination of all of my inspirations for the past decade, it's my wedding video. I edited my own personal wedding video. And what was so fun about that is I took all of the songs from all of my favorite movies, TV show Chuck, Secret Life of Walter Mitty, La La Land, and I used all of the music from all of those shows, and I kind of it was a culmination of, all the wedding films I've done, and it was so fun. And I think that's what makes it fun, is you can take media that you're obsessed with, that you love, and put your own spin on it.
I agree in all of that, yeah. I think it's one of the things I find most interesting is that there are trends, and they come on, they're popular, then they fade. And then 20 years later, or maybe 5 years later, that trend is popular again. But it seemed to be this interesting loop where we're kind of coming back and forth. And it reminds you of the phrase, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
It's like
fast
fashion,
upgrades
I'm wearing freaking look, almost bell bottoms,
Yeah.
I wore tight skinny jeans for the past decade of my life. And now I'm like, the things I was wearing in 6th grade, this is the thing now, but it feels new. But for example, I used freaking film burns on my wedding video. On mine, and I was like, let's bring these back.
Film burns are going to make a big comeback this
There
year.
it is.
Well, I hope you're happy.
Okay, now we can actually end it.
I'm gonna go back to kicking some butt. Posted. Sending out the music.
Initial defense. Downpour. You are deluded, old man. Invented in Italy, perfected in my stomach. I need to collect more data, whatever it takes. Whoa! Those foot choppers are fast! Ah, finish! Invented in Italy, perfected in my stomach. Hydrogen oxide. As quiet as a dead mouse. That I must destroy such a fine piece of tech as you. Oh, health is fighting. Rest now.
I don't know what to do.
Covers all the basic food groups. Footex had managed to remove the range failsafes on these bombardment units. Simple Mouse allies deployed. Well done, Metalhead! Oh, volcanic blast! An exceptional encounter! show them how I conduct myself. Ah, another parlay with the chairman. Welcome, young ones. Where is this place exactly?
What are you meatheads looking at, huh?
I don't know. A slimy little punk?
Yeah, nothing like the pot calling the kettle black.
More like the mutant reptile calling the mutant amphibian green.
Huh?
Leave the terrible jokes to Mike, Don.
Hey!
Why are you here, Genghis?
What? Can a guy do a little shopping, huh?
You don't exactly strike me as the shopping type. Yeah, more like the breaking and entering type.
Not today, Turtle. Don't gotta break in when you're being invited.
Invited? By who?
Well, me, of course. I told you my humble shop is host to a rich variety of clientele, did I not?
Only thing rich is you believe in this 2-bit tadpole's not here for a 5-finger discount. 4 fingers, Raph. Not everything's about math, Einstein.
No, but commerce certainly is. Mr. Genghis is here to spend his hard-earned money on my goods. No different than the 4 of you.
Money? I thought we were supposed to pay you in scrap, Chairman.
Yes, well, it's as they say. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Just call me Donnie 2.0. I'm stronger than I realize, I guess.
Bring more scrap. I'll bring more provisions.
Bye-bye. High voltage! Hold still while I destroy you and burn from your insides. Things are feeling 50%. Shocking development. The Vanguards are sporting a lot more attack than the old models. First rule of tech. It's always easier to destroy it than to create it. Well, at least I'm a cup half full kind of guy.
I am shocked! Football's still here.
You know.
All hands on deck.
These storms sure make some choppy water.
Up fast, Key.
What? Last time you unseen. The foot are forever beyond sight.
Taking the whole primal scream method to an extreme, aren't you?
The only extreme here will be the pain I bring! Mutant!
Martin Shell!
Here's a caress you gotta nutty! You are as big as your master! And you dare call yourselves ninja?
Home again, jiggity jig.